Welcome to Artfully Orange, where we chat with arts and cultural professionals from across Orange County. I'm here today with artist Patrick Noze. Patrick, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
I'm excited that you're here. Can you start off, please, by telling everybody what sort of artwork you do and how long you've been doing it?
I'm a painter, sculptor, portrait artist. I also dwell in the editorial illustrations, but I've been doing it since I was 5 years old.
Since you
It's
were
sort of like
5.
5 years old. My father realized I have the talent, and he's been encouraging it ever since. So I never stopped.
So did you trust your father's judgment when he said you have talent?
Yes, because he's a sculptor himself. He's an artist, a renowned artist in Haiti, so he couldn't, steer me wrong.
So isn't it true you're actually a third generation
Third
artist in your
generation.
family?
Yes. Yes, my grandfather André Dimanche, and then my father Robert Noze. Um, they've been pushing in. In fact, my grandfather revolutionized the method of wood carving in Haiti. But originally, from my mother's side, I was supposed to be an attorney. I was supposed to be in law school. I was being trained for that. So, but at the age of 3, I was already able to read, but except in French, French literature, Molière.
Molière at age 3,
Yeah.
set up to be a lawyer. Do you
hmm
remember the point in your youth when you decided that you were going to do art and pursue that as your career, and what that decision-making process was like for you?
at very early in my life, in high school, I was named the best artist. You know how it seems mediocre and small, but those small moments really elevate your future. So then I decided at the age of 17, this would be something I want to do. Although it's very hard, but that's been my passion.
Absolutely. Do
You
you
know.
think the prep training that you received for a career in law has helped you in your business as an independent artist?
As a speaker,
Okay.
as a speaker, it has helped me tremendously how to control, breathe, how to show authority when I speak, and all of that. I had a lot to. I have that to thank. This side, I have to thank my uncle Albert, because my grandfather opened a law school in Jeremy where I was born. I was to be the next person to sort of follow that, take the rules, I guess, of the. And so I was brought up strict, very strict. 3 tutors a day. Ah, my God. But it pays off now. When I speak, people realize something is different.
I would
Yeah.
say so. So if you're born in Haiti, third
Yeah.
generation artist, you're
hmm
very connected in with your broader family. They're engaged in your training and your prep.
Very
What
much.
brought you to the United States?
My mom, I came to visit in 1976, and my mom said, "You're not going back." So as a tourist, I stayed, and I did all my schooling in America, except for the
Mhm.
part going to college. I didn't realize I didn't have what they called then an alien card, which is what they call now a green card. And I asked mom, I said, "Mom, mother, why are they telling me I need an alien card?" Because I was accepted at Cooper Union, which is one of the best art schools at the time in New York. And it's a free scholarship for 4 years. And
Wow.
yeah, so I said, and then she picked up the phone. I had to dial, put a dime and dial with those rotary phones. And she said, "Run, run." So I ran took the train, go back to Brooklyn where I lived. And of course, I worked my way through college after I obtained my what they call the alien card back then. And it's
So
been,
you did not go to Cooper Union. You ended up attending Pratt. Is that right?
I knew, yeah.
So
I knew about
what causes the shift in that from this full scholarship approach to working your way through one a little closer to home?
I had a lot of friends at Pratt. I had my
Yeah.
friend Jean Richet Damour, Gregory Ravix, and all these guys were going to Pratt. And I said, "Oh, I want to go to Pratt," and then I ended up paying for it actually, where I had a free scholarship I didn't use. at Cooper
I'd say it
Union.
was still a good investment because of where you've arrived at today. So
Yeah.
I've seen your work, which you've actually exhibited in Orange County's Administration Center in our chambers for the Mayor and Board of
Yes.
Commissioners. It was up there for several months. Would you tell us a little bit about that exhibit and that collection of work and how you came to curate those pieces together?
This exhibit, it was entitled Haiti Through My Eyes. Those paintings are the exact rendition of how I remembered Haiti as a child. So everything I paint is from memory. So it's Haiti through my eyes. It was perfect sense. When Dawn Knight called me and says, "Patrick, you are," as she talks, and then I was very excited, and Carly as the curator did an amazing job when I went for the opening night. I've never seen my work in this light, and I mean, I've had a lot of shows all over the world, but for some reason, there was something about that particular curation. Tears ran down my eyes. It was powerful, very
I'd say
powerful.
so. So you've had exhibitions and shows all around the world. Can you share a
Mhm.
story of another one that might have stuck out for you, or another one that was a pivotal moment at
A
some point
pivotal
in your
moment.
career?
I would say the one just before that particular one at Crealdi, where I am the senior curator. eh, Prior to accepting that position, Peter Schreier uh, invited me to have a show there, but I ended up curating my own exhibit. So that particular exhibit, um, interestingly enough, from the exhibit at Crealdi into the exhibit at the Chambers, I said to myself, this will be the last time I exhibit my work, this particular collection, anywhere around the world, anywhere, because they're that important to me. Naturally, I'll create other paintings that has nothing to do with Haiti for exhibits. But that particular show, I would say, was one of the other ones that was very impactful
Yeah.
for me. Mhm.
Have you been back to Haiti?
I went back in 1995, but I cried so much that they didn't want me to go back. My mom actually was still alive. She says, "You're not going back anymore." So I didn't go back. But my goal is to go back because I want to take my talent to Haiti and educate and re-educate the artists that expose their work in the street.
Yeah.
I want to tell them how it's not to be done this way. And I feel as a government, Haiti should find a way to showcase the work of these young artists instead of putting them in the street and the wafts, to showcase those work in an establishment to bring respect, because Haiti, the Haitian art, is one of the most respected and the most recognized art, yeah, around the world. You know, my work is very figurative, and you can tell what
Mhm.
it is. But the true Haitian art is what those guys are doing in the streets of Haiti. You know,
Well, I look forward to seeing that come here. So when you are not doing art, which I know is hard to imagine because it's part of your life, it's a part
and
of who you are, it's in your family, it's in your genes, but when you're not doing art, what are you doing with your time?
I fix cars.
You fix cars.
Yeah, I love cars. That's one of my addictions. I restore them, I change them, I paint on them as if they were canvases. I just love cars. It's a thing with me. When I was going to college, I was going to school at night for auto body collision. So I'm what they call a combo man. I'm an expert, actually. I've done work that I've done one of the work that I worked on. Joe Leonard, Joe, I think that's his name. Joe Leonard has one of my cars that I created. It's a Ferrari. It's a thing that I get a kick out of. I guess, if I'm not painting, I'm doing another form of art, but by means of cars.
You sure are. Automotive arts, visual art, sculpture art,
Pleasure.
a little bit of lawyer background, public speaking
Mm-hmm.
art. So,
Mm-hmm.
so Patrick, our well-rounded friend, if
Right.
somebody wants to find you online or see what work you're doing or what you're working on, where should they go?
PatrickNoze.com, PatrickNoze, .com. that'll take you pretty much to my site and a little bit of my who I am, what I've done. I'm not the best at keeping it up. However, what's in there is enough to give you an idea of what I do. But I invite people to come to my studio. I have an art studio here in Wekiva Spring in Longwood. It's called Noze Art Studio, and that particular studio gives you an insight of not only me as a person, but the passion I have for art and why I do it. You know.
That's fantastic. So patricknoze.com. Patrick, thank you so much for giving of your time today, of giving of yourself to the community in the way that you have, of sharing your family's passions and your story. It's truly a pleasure to get to spend time with you.
Likewise, likewise. It's an honor to be here.
And thank you all for joining us on this episode of Artfully Orange, and we will see you back in a month with another featured guest.